Hello, I'm Cole Powell, award-winning singer-songwriter for Random Mind Records. If you enjoy what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the bell for notifications. All right, now I'll shut up and get to the music.
Yeah.
Nice country
Me
folk
and
feel.
Oliver and Virgil is in the drugstore killing time when my eye fell upon this magazine. I got to reading this article on skydiving and parachutes, and it said jumping out of airplanes was the thing. Now, being raised down on a farm and always ready for adventure, I knew that I could figure out a way. I said, well, Delmer Gill's got a parachute and Uncle Harvey's got an airplane, so I said, call the boys together, today's the day.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. I'm not sure how long I can play this without getting in trouble with YouTube, but we'll see. It's about 40 seconds there. But I love Roger Miller. I don't know this song. I'm so glad to have somebody in the comment section mention this song, suggested that I listen to it. And I had not heard it, and I was like, this is perfect. I love Roger Miller. This is one I've never heard before. Roger Miller was a genius, a lyrical genius, a comedic genius, a musical genius. I think he's one of the greatest American songwriters. I'm not sure how well known he is outside of the classic country western scope. I love him. He's somebody I grew up listening to. And it's funny because what a lot of his songs, he did do some serious material, which is also really good, but a lot of his songs were novelty songs. They were humorous songs. And he was really playing straight into the country folk theme. Yet at the same time, he was also kind of deconstructing it and making fun of it, making these hilarious stories. And this song, he's talking about, he's found the magazine about jumping out of airplanes. And he thought, well, hey, I'll do that. And this line here, it says, Delmer Gill's got a parachute and Uncle Harvey's got an airplane. Call the boys together, days the day. And this is typical. I'm from Mississippi. I love Mississippi. I grew up in Mississippi. Wouldn't honestly want to live anywhere else. But this is a typical... We make fun of ourselves all the time about the redneck culture, like, hey, fellas, watch this. Let's try this out. And then something goes awry, so I already kind of see where this is going to go. It's hilarious. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Well, I found out too late what Uncle Harvey called an airplane. Wasn't nothing but an engine and a wing.
Perfect.
And I could feel my fear rising as Delmer packed a parachute, because he kept telling me I was doing the right thing. Ron McLaughlin shook my hand as JD strapped me in the harness, and Tilden brought a jug and passed it around.
Perfect.
I took one look at that parachute and that whiskey and that airplane, and I turned that bottle up and drank it down.
Perfect.
Well, I was drunker than Cooter Jones when they poured me in the...
Drunker than Cooter Jones when they poured me in the plane. Wow, okay. This is great. I love he's naming all these different people, and I have to wonder if he actually knew some of these people with these names, or he just made them up, or heard them somewhere, saw them somewhere. Yeah, this is hilarious. I love this. He said, I've got a copy of the lyrics here because I found myself, whenever I'm listening to a song, I often get caught up in the music and not really paying attention to the lyrics. So I've been trying to pull the lyrics ahead of time and then follow along as I'm listening to the song to help me really lock in on what the lyrical theme of the song is, as I can get lost in the music easily. And he says, I found out too late what Uncle Harvey called an airplane was nothing but an engine and a wing. Great. Oh, this is good. This is classic Roger Miller. It's interesting though, on sonically, the sound of the record. I don't know a lot of Roger Miller stuff this late. I think this came out in 1973. I saw when I was pulling the information up on the song. And most of the stuff I know from Roger Miller are his 60s material, and the sound is just completely different from what his 60 tracks were. It doesn't really have what was called that Nashville sound on this track, because it's so much later.
The engine coughed and headed for the clouds. But I was sober as a judge by the time they opened up that door.
I bet.
I'd never known my heart to beat so loud. I said, Harvey, I can't do it, as he kicked me out the door. Now I wrap my hands around the landing gear. And I was holding on real good till Harvey stepped down on my fingers. Virgil said he heard me scream from way down there.
You laughed a little bit there. Ooh, I love that.
Well, I thank God and Del McGill.
Modulation.
My parachute find.
Yeah, that was great. The picture that he painted. I always talk about a good songwriter painting a good picture. You could just see this guy, and he pushed him out the door, and he's holding on, and then Harvey stepped on his fingers. I was holding on real good. Harvey stepped down on my fingers and made him go out the door. Virgil said he heard me scream from way down there. And then I love it. It was really unexpected, that little country rock lick on the guitar here on the left side. And then he modulated keys, which Roger Miller's known to do that. I remember Chug a Lug. I think every verse is in a different key. So, yeah, really, really great stuff. I think this is going to be the last section of the song here.
I said, well, hell, ain't no use in being afraid. Now I went crashing through the hen house, scattering chickens and breaking eggs. Now I kissed the ground and fainted dead away. Now, friends, I've done some fighting, and I've been shot at once or twice. And I've darn near been run over by a train. But I don't think I remember being any more afraid than the day I jumped from Uncle Harvey's plane.
What kind of abrupt slow down ending there? Wow. Yeah, that was great. Classic Roger Miller. Just a hilarious novelty song with great folk country sound. The picture painting, the storytelling was excellent. It had me smiling and laughing through the entire thing. Absolutely loved it. So glad I got to hear Roger Miller that I never heard before. That's a rarity for me, because I do know a lot of Roger Miller stuff. And I don't think I have a Roger Miller CD on display on the shelf there. But anyway, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So this was suggested by Tammy Dodge in the comment section. Tammy, thank you so much. I enjoyed the heck out of that. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Love me some Roger Miller. For those of y'all new to the channel, if you want early access to reactions like this and continued access to songs that we may end up having to take off YouTube, consider becoming a patron for $1 a month. And we also have exclusive content on there for higher tiers, $2 and $3, full album reactions, full singing competition episode reactions. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that. Check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you soon.